What does it mean to your family that your father's Navy Cross was upgraded to the Medal of Honor?
It's a strange feeling to go through because we've always believed my father's actions were deserving of the medal. And frankly, I was always asked, why did your father not get the medal? Gosh, you should have gotten the medal, or what an incredible feat. And so there's always been a correlation to the actions in the Medal of Honor. And so frankly, to finally get the phone call and have this kind of come full circle is, it's a sense of almost kind of rewarding and the completion of the story. The story feels like it's been completed. It's particularly special for us because my father was part of the Memorial Hall recasting during the beginning of the global war on terror. They started to add names to the scroll of the Memorial Hall, and my father was part of that committee to define what the criteria was for being here. So this place is hallowed ground for my father. It's very, very, for every Academy graduate, it's just really a very special place. And for him to be added to that scroll it's surreal. And he would probably feel the same way, to be candid. He always, held the Academy, the members, the people that Memorial Hall memorializes it's very special. And so my father would be very humbled and probably, a bit speechless. In Easter 1972, when my father blew up the bridge, it was a preposterous situation. You've got 4 North Vietnamese divisions, a mechanized brigade closing from north to south on what is a ragtag group of Americans, 6,000 Americans total in country. This was just one event in a week of just preposterous human actions trying to help their fellow man. The most heroic thing he ever saw was a Vietnamese Marine crawl onto that bridge just hours before he blew it and got a mobility kill on a North Vietnamese tank with a law. A law is a laughably small anti-armor weapon, and he was able to stop that tank. Not to mention the spouses that are alone with families for 10, 12, 13 months at a time while these men are off fighting this war. There wasn't email then, there weren't cell phones then. They were just out of communication for huge swaths of time. And there's a massive strain that goes on the military family. The Marine Corps is our family business. I mean, it's my father, my grandfather's at Naval Academy, my uncle, all of my uncles are Marines, my brother's a Marine, 2 of my nephews are Marines. We are a very proud Marine Corps family. My son is going to graduate from the Naval Academy just a few days, a few weeks, and so we're incredibly proud to serve our country. It is part of who we are as a family. Like many families, just there's a long lineage and history to service of our country.